Chinese language is widely known to be one of the most challenging languages in the world to learn. To begin with, Chinese has no set alphabet. Instead, it uses characters, approximately 50,000 different characters. Luckily, not all of the 50,000 characters are in regular use. Today, mastering around 3,000 characters will enable you to read the Chinese newspaper and impress your Chinese neighbors and colleagues. Separate from reading, speaking Chinese comes with its own set of challenges. Spoken Chinese is based on 4 tones used to pronounce the same word. Thus, what sounds like the exact same word to a foreign ear could mean up to 4 different things to the native Chinese speaker. Making matters even more complicated, the wide array of dialects within the Chinese language can be a challenge even to the native speaker. The Shanghai dialect, Shanghai Hua, for example, is quite different from the official language Mandarin, Putan Hua, which is taught in schools and understood by almost all Chinese. Despite all these challenges, learning Mandarin has become increasingly popular among expat residents in China in recent years.
When you first come here, you feel really overwhelmed that you can't speak anything. But pretty much if you get, say, 100 phrases, you can basically get by.
English is broadly accepted as a language of business in Shanghai and is also understood and spoken fairly well by Chinese in most expat areas.
Chinese is not one of those languages you can pick up extremely easily. But having said that, in Shanghai there's so many English speakers that you can get by.
Even though it is possible to get around without learning the language, it is recommended that expats living in Shanghai study the basics. A minimal effort will bring a variety of rewards, including generous compliments from new Chinese friends, added convenience in day-to-day living, and an overall enrichment of your expat experience in Shanghai. Learning the basics of Chinese can be made easier through the use of Pinyin, which is a standard system using the Roman alphabet to represent the pronunciation sounds. Shanghai offers a variety of language programs and schools that will tailor their classes and learning material to your specific preferences and time schedules. We can assure you that making even a minimal effort to learn the basics of Chinese will add richly to your expat experience in Shanghai. Your MoveOne consultant is happy to assist you finding the right Chinese learning option for you.
我们希望您能喜欢这段录像，我们衷心的祝愿您在上海一切顺利，再见。